It's for all the boys. It's for all my guys out there, 30 plus, even late 20s. But for my guys that are like in their 30s, this video is for us. 2026 is for us to have the greatest lock-in, I'm 31 years old. And I don't know, but I can feel it. I feel it. It's a good feeling, I never had this feeling in my 20s. This feeling is a feeling of knowing that your purpose is being fulfilled by the small steps you take. You know what I mean? And for all my guys that are in their 30s, it's simple. I'll try not to keep you here for too long, but there's a few pillars that you need in this stage of our lives. And it's real simple. It's real simple. And I'm going to tell you. First, in order for us to feel much better and thrive more and become stronger in our 30s than we did in our 20s, you have to work out. Newsflash, you have to work out. You have to hit the gym, man. Gotta do some exercise, bro. I don't know how people cannot exercise. When I say that, I'm talking about our guys. I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about the boys out there. If you're not lifting, if you're not doing some sort of like calisthenics, some sort of, even if you're not walking, like, come on, man, you have to get your ass in shape. You have to look decent. You don't have to be like 10-pack, big bodybuilder. But if that's your goal and that's what you're going for, by all means, go for it. But you have to work out. You have to have some system in place where you're working your body, getting your heart rate up, adding some resistance, anything like that. It's quite simple. And you don't have to like overthink it. Just keep it simple. Keep the training simple. We might do some more training videos, but that'll come after this. But another one is get right with God. You have to get right with God. And when I say get right with God, to get right with God is to get right with it. It's to get right with yourself, man. Sometimes in the past, I wouldn't trust God. And that would reflect in my life because that means I wouldn't trust myself. I mean, if I wouldn't trust myself, that would just be projected on other people. It would ruin relationships. It would make things awkward only because it was me. And that problem was, I wasn't right with God. I'm not a super religious person. There's just this feeling that I have that when I align myself with God and I align myself with the ideal version of myself, I feel stronger and I feel whole. And that's a feeling that I don't want to go without ever again in my life, because there were shaky moments in my 20s where I didn't have that, and it was a lack of guidance, and there is a big difference with and without it. So that's one thing I would like to push for my guys out there is get right with God. Whatever that looks like or sounds like with you, find your way. But I honestly believe the way out is in. And that is me saying like all this external value, all of this people pleasing and all of that. Trust me, I've been down that road plenty times, man. And I realized and I found out that the internal value, just the internal strength is all you need. Everything will flow after that. Trust me. Like the more I validated and confirmed that I am the man I believe I am, which is, a good man, a man with like strong, high values, a man who puts myself in high regard, a man who respects others, a man who wants to help others, especially my guys, all my boys out there. That's who I want to help out, because like these videos I'm making is dedicated to like a younger version of myself. So I see that in y'all, if that makes sense. But yeah, get right with God. Trust me. The more you trust that, the more you trust yourself. Another one is get your money right, man. Get your money right. Because you don't want to be no broke ass. You don't want to be that guy. Trust me, I've been that guy. Been that guy a few times. But things are a little different now, man. Things are a little bit different now. I'm not saying I'm, super rich, but I'm in a good place. And I no pun intended, but I know both sides of that coin. I'm not near where I want to be at, but I'm far from where I was. I know the struggle, and I shouldn't say that. I know my struggle because everyone has different struggle. I've never been like homeless. I've never had to do all that. God bless the ones that have been and made it out. Mad respect to y'all. But I didn't have to struggle like that. I had my own struggles that had me down bad and had me in a rut. And that was all like financial problems. Well, most of it was financial problems, but it's different now. And I always think to myself, like, if I feel like this now, like, imagine how I would feel if I did have the X amount that I know I deserve. But until then, I have to capture that feeling. So yeah, get that money right. Get that money right. Try to do it the legal way. Don't get yourself caught up in some shit. Like, you don't want to do that. But gotta get your money right. Set a target of how much you want to save. Set a target of how much you want to invest. Learn more. Always be a student. I don't come from a financial illiterate family. Or area, or community, like whatever. Like, I'm not from that. I had to learn myself. All in like a year or two. I had to really learn, like, how money flows and how money goes. Like, it was actually pretty basic intermediate stuff, but like I had to I had to unlearn what I thought my mindset around money was. I had to learn that shit again, and it didn't take me long because I knew it was something that I could like heavily benefit from and put other people on. Maybe we can save that for a whole nother video, like a whole nother video about money, like investing, like saving tips, things that worked out for me, because it's one of those things that it's like, if I can do it, bro, honestly, anyone can do it. But it is one of those ones. Yeah, get your money right, man. You don't want to be a broke guy, especially in your 30s. That's not cool. That's not funny. Like, you can get away with it at 21, but at 31, nah, man. And the last one would be to treat yourself better. And I know that sounds like motherly advice, but that's as bro as it gets, man. Like, treat yourself right, man. You gotta treat yourself right. Be kinder to yourself. Have some grace, for yourself. Because I remember coming up in my 20s, like, man, I used to be so mad at myself for no reason. I used to be so insecure of myself. I look back and I'm like, damn, young boy, you had nothing to worry about. Seriously, you had nothing to worry about. But the more I just, the more my self-talk improved, the more I was more patient with myself. And that comes with the trusting in God. Because to trust God is to trust yourself. And that to trust yourself is to trust the process. And I feel like that's something I was lacking heaps. But the more I became kinder with myself, the more I slowed down for myself. And the more I chose myself, the more I was able to give to others. And that's what it's all about, right? We're all one. And when I'm not one with myself, I'm none to others. And that's a bar. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I had to be one with myself. And when I'm one with myself, I'm there for everyone. But when I treat myself like shit, nah, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. But yeah, honestly, I had a few notes here, but most of it was freestyle. But those are my tips, man, for all my guys in their 30s, or at this point, for all my boys out there, for all my dogs out there, work out. Don't be a fat heifer. You know who you are. If you're watching this, come on, man, get your ass up. Do some workouts. Get your body right. If the body's not right, everything else flops. Get right with God. That should be number one. Get right with God, because to trust God is to trust yourself. And whatever way you want to do that. I'm not the church man, but hey, I'm a man that believes in God and believes in myself. And magical wonders that they haven't even imagined have turned out well for me. 3, get your money right. Don't be no broke guy. That's not funny. In your 30s, you can get away with it in your 20s, but when you're 30, nah, man. Get your money right. And 4, treat yourself better. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Trust yourself. Starts with that self-talk. Starts with the convos you have with yourself in here. And once you get all of that right, everything will fall in place. But the magic C word, consistency. The magic D word, discipline. And trust the process. Add all of that together, and it's truly yours. And don't worry, I'm the one that takes my own advice. This YouTube channel is here for me to share my experiences, pass down these messages to like my younger self, which is y'all, and to show accountability, show my progress. So I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited for all my boys out there, all my guys out there, man. Don't give up. Be nice to yourself. Trust God. Get money and hit the gym. It's yours, baby.